Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want to welcome you to my channel. I am of course as always Freakazoid67216, and I do hope you are having yourself a wonderful good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are in the world and what time of day it is that you are watching this video. Today, in this video, we are going to be doing a Let's Play, and this is going to be one where I'm going to be going over some of the various games that are going to be free to play. And for the first one, I'm going to be doing Star Trek Online, seen by the wonderful little United Federation Planets t-shirt that I'm currently wearing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the game. This video is brought to you by CLX Gaming. Are you interested in building or getting a new computer, but don't know exactly who to go through, or not sure of your own personal skills in building a custom PC? Then why not stop by CLX Gaming and let them build it for you? With systems starting at a baseline price of about $600, they can custom build any PC for you on how you want it. From AMD to Intel CPUs, from Radeon to NVIDIA graphics. With additional components from companies like Corsair, G-Skill, and much, much more. Each one of their full systems are tested and configured, including the installation of the operating system and other components, by a team of highly trained builders and backed with a full labor of parts and warranty for 1 full year, with a 30-day exchange warranty on all other components, including bare-bones computers without an operating system installed. So come on by CLX Gaming by clicking on the link in the description below and let them build your system for you. Now, in this video, one of the things that we are going to be covering first and foremost is going to be exactly how to start playing the game. So you're going to want to, if you've never played the game before, go to the developer's website and get your character creation complete, as far as for your overall account, your username and password that you'll want to have set up. Get logged in, download and install the game. We'll go into more in-depth, advanced settings later, but for right now, we're just going to do the general character creation. Once you have everything set up and you're in said game, you're going to want to pick and choose which one of the characters you're going to have as an option. So as you can see here, there are several to choose from. You have the atypical Starfleet, Klingon, Romulan, the original series Starfleet, Discovery from the new series Discovery that is out on CBS right now, and then of course Dominion. Every one of these characters for the character creation are going to be free to choose from, so you do not have to worry about paying to get your character created. I am just going to use just your baseline Starfleet character. After you have selected that branch of faction that you're going to play, you can then start to customize how you want the character to look. Now, some of them are going to be ones that you will have to purchase. Others are going to be free to play. So things that you would purchase are going to be the Catan, or the cat species. The Ferengi, I believe, are a purchasable race, and all the others are going to be completely free to play. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go for an atypical human. You can choose to either be male or female. That depends on your personal play style. I'm just going to select female just because of the fact that that's going to be the first option there. As you can see, first option. Now this is going to be a little bit more of an advanced thought process. But to kind of break this down from a general massive multiplayer online game, the 3 career paths are going to be your atypical MMO classes. Tactical is going to be your overall DPS, or damage per second, character. Your engineer is going to be your tank with some healing support, but not near as much as for themselves. Your science officer is going to be your healer slash controller. So this is going to boil down to your general play style. If you prefer building characters as more of the tank role, then by all means go for engineer. Now, these are for space. Ground is going to be completely different. In space combat, your engineer is going to be your tank. Your science officer is going to be more control with healing attributes. Your engineer is going to be, like I said, your tank, as well as with some healing attributes. Your tactical officer is going to be your straight DPS, again with some healing attributes, but not near as much as the other two. I'll get into all of that in a future episode. Now again, this goes down to play style, but for me, getting things started, I'm just going to select that first option just to continue on with the experience of creating the character. Once you've selected your play style, this is when you start getting into creating your character, developing how it looks, its overall features, its height, its facial expressions, hair color, eye color, makeup, scars. Everything can be selected here from your appearance. As you can see, there are several different hairstyles to choose from. I'll just go for the Karen for now. You can choose the color pigment of the skin. You can choose the eye coloring for both the pupil and the iris itself. And you can even go through and then select hair coloring. All of that is going to be customizable. If you want more advanced, all of that's going to be there. Some of them might not show up at first. That is, unless you change kind of the coloring behind it. Once you've gotten your character created, you can even, like I said, all of that's going to be in advanced. Body, uniform, you can even randomize it. Now this is going to be what your character will look like when you first start. Some of the uniforms are going to be purchasable. We will get into that in the more advanced options. I'm just going to reset everything back to default. As you can see, there's even presets. These check marks are ones that I have either earned from specific events or have purchased. The ones that have no check marks to them are going to be free for you to even select from. So there is a large different options to choose from. Once you've picked out uniform, your character design, if you want her to be tall, him, tall, her, or him, or it, since you can even create an alien, tall, skinny, heavyset, muscular, really thin, have a more feminine or physical stance, all of that's customizable. That's when you start going into the name of your character. You can create a more formal name of the character for first, middle, and last name, which will show up in the more detailed information of the character, or you can randomize it and let the game choose a character name for you. As you can see, I'm just letting it randomize out. Once you've determined exactly what you want the character name to be, if you want to customize it, make it more unique, you're welcome to. You can even do the same thing with your first ship that the game gives you. You can randomize a ship name, or you can pick what you want it to be. Once you've got everything set up, and you've got your character name, your appearance, everything, before you hit that engage button, you'll want to make sure that your character will look every way you want it to look once you've got it created. Because once you've got that name created, there's no way to change it unless you pay for it. Ship names can be changed for free. Characters' appearances can be changed for free. The name is what you're going to be locked with. I would say take the time, get your character the way you kind of want it to look first. Then we can go through and customize the character later. Now, once you've gotten your character created, I personally recommend, especially if you've never played the game before, to go through the tutorial. This will show you every way to play the game. How to use your ground weapons, how to use your starship's weapons, how to fly your ship, how to interact with objects. Everything's going to be right then and there in that tutorial. Now, since I've already played the game, and I've personally been playing it since it roughly went free to play back in 2011, I'm just going to skip it. Once you've completed the tutorial, you will spawn in game initially at Starfleet Academy. They're in glorious San Francisco. You will find a few players running around here and there, but mostly it's just going to be NPCs. The few that you will see running around is either ones that have already, like myself, created a new character, or are here at Starfleet Command because they're doing a specific challenge or a daily event. Outside of that, you won't really see a whole lot of players here. So this is going to be a fairly quiet, open zone. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to get some of the tutorial stuff started, so give me just a second here.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
That little shine you just saw is what will happen whenever you level up your character. When you've collected enough experience points to max out that level and have proceeded to the next one, which you can see here, this bar at the top. Now, everything, when I say everything is customizable, I will show you that here in just a second. Yeah, Admiral, go away. Now, when I say everything is customizable, I do mean everything. Your character, you can create custom uniforms to wear. Your bridge officers that you can get a hold of, you can even go through and modify every single one of them. Modify the way that they look, their skin coloring, their facial expressions, the way that they stand. Everything's going to be customizable. Once you've decided how you want the character to look, click that little purchase button. It's free to customize. And then you're good to go. See, this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. This is a purchasable character to play. But as you can see, you can change the way that it stands. Now, just in case if you're wondering, this is a game that does not take much to run and to play. I've been able to play this off of a laptop before. You might not be able to get ultra settings off of it, but medium settings shouldn't be too much of a problem. Now, I'm going to come down over here because this is going to be one of your other social zones. This is where you will find a lot more characters, or players, I should say. As you can see, even the ship that you fly is going to be customizable. Here, let me darken that up a little bit because it's just a little too bright. There we go. Everything's customizable. Colors. The physical appearance behind it. The warp nacelles attached to it. Anything you want to have it look. It's going to be customizable. Now, it is going to be purchasable depending on which one you go for. So you want to make sure you pay attention to which one you're going to select. You can change the paint pattern to give it a different coloring, make it kind of show up even darker. If it's available for selection, every single ship that you get a hold of, it's going to have some form of customization behind it in some way, shape, or form. The outside, the inside, anything with that kind of marker behind it and that number next to it is going to be one you're going to have to purchase. So you'll want to make sure you pay attention to which one you're going to select. If you have purchased it and it has that little green check mark next to it, that means it's free to you for you to select in the future. So as far as for the ship creation goes, like I said, everything's going to be customizable. Once you've got it the way you want it to look, apply them changes, you're good to go. Well, I definitely hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video just as much as I have enjoyed making it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you're definitely welcome to post them in the comment section down below. I will link everything as far as for my socials, since I do also live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday off of Twitch. I will have my Facebook, my Twitter, all that stuff's going to be there in the comment section down below. I do hope you guys take care and have yourselves a wonderful afternoon in the meantime, and a wonderful evening, and have a wonderful rest of 2020. Take care.